sample was the fancy sample.
Wow.
Yeah, did you when he broke it down when he started breaking it down and he was like he had that same rhyme pattern when he was like you're talking like a bitch, you fancy, huh?
Well, show over.
Wow.
All right, let's get it popping.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Now we go. There we got that. I got something. We good. Oh, they're trying to find out. Hold on.
Okay, John want to make sure.
Yeah.
I got the beat going right now.
Here we go.
John wanted to make sure everybody heard it.
All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Y'all know what it is. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports for You. Live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
What up with it?
It's Nick Freeze.
What it do? What it do?
Obviously, the Podfather Ben Reddy's in the building, hanging out live here on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and share button. Make sure you subscribe to Townhouse Media on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Download Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Verbal, wherever you find your podcast. It is the first official Football Tuesday edition of Sports for You, episode 65. The kickoff to the 2021 NFL season has officially begun. We are literally 48 hours from the start of the 2021 season in the National Football League. So we're definitely going to get into this. We're going to be a lot of football talk today, a lot of college football talk, a lot of NFL talk, but we're definitely going to open up the show, on want to say RIP to a legend we lost today in the great Sam Cunningham. Sam Bam Cunningham, pause. Of course, legendary USC running back who's known as the man who integrated college football. When USC played Alabama back in 1971, he had a game where he went for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that was the game that Bear Bryant decided that he really needs to have black players come into Tuscaloosa. And so Sam Cunningham who's also, let me know, is the older brother of Randall Cunningham.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't learn that till today.
Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that.
He's the brother of Randall Cunningham. I did not learn that until today. And I see our guy Kenzie in the comments. Obviously, this isn't sports related, but we definitely got to say RIP to Michael K. Williams.
Most definitely.
Obviously, the legend, a.k.a. Omar Little. Obviously, his work from The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
Lost yesterday at the age of 54. Just a sad story, but
before we continue, where do you have The Wire ranked as far as TV shows, like series?
can I give a confession? And I don't hope nobody takes my black card.
Don't tell me you've never seen The Wire.
That's only because I didn't have HBO. And I'd started, and the trip was? No, the trip was? Me and my moms was talking about it this weekend because she said, she swear up and down she's seen The Wire. But as long as I'm in her house, we've never had HBO until we got DirecTV. So, and now I have HBO Max. So I'm going back. I was already planning on going back to watch The Wire, and now with this news that we lost Michael K. Williams, it makes me even want to go watch it more now. But from everyone I talked to, everyone says it's like top 5 show. Some people say the greatest show of all time, probably the greatest show on HBO.
A lot, yeah, it was.
It says B just dropped the mic and just said, yeah, number 1 show has been in, I'm out.
It's up there. It's definitely a top 3.
Me personally, watching because when I first started watching it, I started watching it like in the later years because, like you said, I didn't have HBO, and I used to watch it at my dad's house when I go up over there. So I realized that after the watch, because I watched it when it started dealing with the kids,
Right.
like when the kids became some of the main characters that they were dealing with. I started watching it then, and I went back and watched it over, and I'm like, yo, this show was good.
But see, to me, it's good, and I don't ever want to knock it. But it's a bunch of great shows I've seen after that. Like the whole series of Breaking Bad. Once you watch that, that go really crazy. And then Ozark.
You know what's the number 1 series for me?
What's that?
The Shield.
The Shield.
The Shield was crazy. I've never seen a series that based off of a dirty police officer and his crew, and like how something that happened literally in episode 1 affects the entire series until it ends. That was genius, and that's what started everything off over there with FX. That was their first big show.
So yeah, so R.I.P. Michael K. Williams and R.I.P. to Sam Cunningham, who we lost today. As we said, it's gonna be a lot of football talk today, majority football talk. But we also got to celebrate. There was an anniversary. This anniversary today, and I just found this out maybe a few hours ago. Today is the 42nd anniversary of the day SportsCenter debuted on ESPN. 42 years ago today.
That's crazy.
I remember my first time watching it, like in middle school, and I'm like, man, a channel that just is all sports all day. And SportsCenter at that time, I loved Dan Patrick, Keith Olbermann, obviously the late great Stuart Scott, Rich Eisen,
Man,
Scott Van Pelt, Steve Lee. They had a lot. There was a lot of.
they haven't been the same since Stuart Scott died, man.
Well, let me be clear.
It hasn't been. It's still dope, but
Am I on the screen?
the whole aspect of what Stuart Scott brought has not been duplicated yet. And don't get me wrong, when you have a legend, it's difficult to replace a legend. But there's been instances where they've at least had somebody who was able to at least carry one shoe.
Yeah.
Neither shoe. Nobody's even attempted to put a toe into the shoe yet.
Well, let me say this: when the day that Stuart Scott died, you knew that wasn't just an impact on sports, and it was an impact on the culture.
Yeah, it sure was. That's something that's real. Wrong one.
That was an impact on the culture because we didn't have no one like Stuart Scott.
No.
And obviously, and to be honest, we never will. Because you're not going to find a guy like Stuart Scott who talked like us, who basically brought the barbershop, the cable TV. That's what Stuart Scott, to me, brought to SportsCenter. And I thought about Dan Patrick, Keith Olbermann. They were like the dynamic duo. Matter of fact, and then you think about Berman. If you had to do a Mount Rushmore for ESPN, who's on your Mount Rushmore?
There's Dan Patrick,
Stuart
Scott, most definitely.
I got Chris Berman up there.
He has.
You can't mention ESPN without bringing up Chris Berman. That's impossible.
And because he used to always pick the Bills.
He did pick you guys a lot.
He inducted John Owner in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the late great Ralph Wilson.
Ralph Wilson. Mm-hmm.
That's real. I'm trying to think who else I could say. I can't think of who would be the last person.
Tom Jackson.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good pick right there.
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
I would go obviously Stu, Dan. Obviously Berman.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably have to go. I'll probably go with Keith Olbermann. Because obviously Dan and Keith, they was like the Jordan and Pippen of anchoring.
Who was Jordan?
Probably Dan Patrick.
I'd have to agree with that.
Probably Dan Patrick. Because obviously Dan Patrick. Not many people leave ESPN and go on and prosper professionally. And when he left,
he got better.
He did Sunday Night Football.
It's crazy.
His show is still one of the number one shows on TV, on the radio nationally and syndicated on TV. Now streaming wise. Rich Eisen was great. I said they still got Van Pelt. There was a lot of great people, and the reason why Stuart Scott will always have a special place for me, not just as a person of color, when he did the highlights for Kobe's 81.
Yeah.
I tell anybody, if you want to remember having a moment where you forget about where you want to, be sad thinking about the fact that Kobe isn't here and Stuart Scott isn't here, go back and go YouTube Stuart Scott anchoring the highlights to Kobe's 81-point game. And I guarantee you, it will put you in a better place. Because, man, you got to have some type of special skill to call all those highlights. Because, man,
that was a crazy game. The thing, what really hurt about Stuart Scott was that last speech.
At the ESPYs.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I hate the ESPYs because of this simple reason. Off of these iconic speeches these people have had, two iconic figures in sports,
Stewart and Valvano,
and then they die within possibly a couple of weeks afterwards.
Well, Stu, he hung on at least a good 6 months, but we knew Jimmy V was dying.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was so sad.
And the thing about it was Jimmy,
Man.
a lot of people didn't think Jimmy V was only going to be able to get up on the stage because he was going through so many treatments at that time. But when he got up on the stage, he killed it. Same thing was with Stewart. They didn't think he was going to make the trip.
Yeah, he ended up making it, and you could tell, like, even though he was over there, that last year Stuart Scott was over there at ESPN. You can see the toll that it took on his body because he was losing weight. You could just see it. It was, I hate to see that to see him go out like that. I'm glad that he went out doing what he wanted to do.
And the thing about it was Stu, I mean, not a lot of people, when they're going through cancer, and the trip was, he died a day before my stepdad died. That was crazy, and my stepdad was dying from cancer. So I remember I'm going in, and I'm just getting out the bathroom. I'm paused, and then I just see Hannah Storm on TV. She was just sobbing, and I'm like, so I rewinded. I'm like, oh, and then she said we didn't lose to her. I was like, no. So then I go to NFL Network, and I see Rich Eisen. But then in NFL Countdown, that dude had an impact, and there'll never be another Stuart Scott. Rest in peace.
Never.
So congratulations to SportsCenter, and and like I say this, they have the generate. I know a lot of people they're kind of bullish on SportsCenter now, the new generation.
Yeah,
but it's hard when like I said,
you're facing a legend.
Legends.
Yeah, that's real. That's real talk.
So
let's see, we having these comments.
So I can say we can all agree that we do.
All right.
You think Michael Smith? Yeah, Michael Smith tried, but let me say this with Michael Smith. Michael Smith was a reporter, and for him and Jamel Hill to even step into the thought of trying to, host the SportsCenter. It's a hard seat to fill, but it's not for everybody. But they tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, gentlemen, this past weekend was the first weekend in the world of college football. We'll get to that. But we need to get to a story that's out in the boxing world. This Saturday, Oscar De La Hoya, the legend, was scheduled to make his return to the boxing ring against Vitor Belfort, a former UFC fighter. Mm-hmm. Oscar posted on social media that he has to withdraw from the fight because he's battling COVID. So prayer for Oscar. And again, right now, we talked about this before the show. Since a special prayers out to Cedric Sabalos. You know what I'm saying? Compton's on, Dominguez is on, former Laker who's going through a tough struggle with COVID right now. So positive vibes to Cedric Sabalos. First jersey I ever had, by the way. So it was announced that Evander Holyfield, Hall of Famer, legendary heavyweight champion. By the way, do you know what happened 25 years ago today?
His ear got bit off.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it involved the person who did that.
What, Buster Douglas?
No, Tyson.
I'm talking about
25 years ago today was the Tyson-Bruce Seldon fight.
Mm.
And we all know what led to that. 5 hours later, on Flamingo, was also the same night that the great Tupac Shakur was shot.
Man, what
25 years, man.
And how old was Pac during that time?
He was 25.
That's insane. That's insane for a 25-year-old to have that type of impact on the world still.
Meaning, when March comes around, we'll be talking about 25 since Biggie died. That is crazy.
That's a prime example of it's not how long you were here, what you did with the time you were here.
That's right.
That's a prime example of that.
So, Evander Holyfield's going to replace Oscar De La Hoya Saturday. This fight's going to happen at Staples Center on pay-per-view. Triller just announced who's broadcasting the fight. That former President Donald Trump and his son Donald Trump Jr. will be doing a alternate broadcast of the fight from Hard Rock Arena, in Miami.
How about in the show?
I was sitting there like, well,
That was okay. Why?
I have zero clue. First of all, why would Triller get involved with that?
Ratings.
Everything's about money, man.
Mm-hmm. What other anything that involves Donald Trump's going to involve some type of ruckus or something. So controversy sells.
I guess, man.
So college football.
So college football, yeah, let's get on to that. I just wanted to bring that up for people. If you planned on watching a fight, that is what's going on. But this past weekend we had the first official weekend of college football. So over the weekend, all of our squads played. So I'll start first with my Tennessee Volunteers. We just got Bowling Green University out of here easy, 38-6. First game with Josh Heupel. Our new quarterback, Joe Milton III, transferred from Michigan. Liked what we saw in the first quarter. It was a little stagnant in the second quarter, but second half, things got better. So I liked what I saw. Defense looked good. But so next week we got Pitt. So hopefully we can that'll be a good win, another out-of-conference game. Spurg. Nick, your USC Trojans.
Hey, can you press pause when I'm talking?
Yeah, we will. Trust me. We will. I know you have a lot to say. I was with you Saturday, so I know you had a lot to say.
I was just talking about what Nick was playing.
What was that?
Don't even worry about it. If you don't know, then you just don't know.
Well, that's the fight song.
That was a USC fight song, was it?
Why wasn't it?
I'm surprised he didn't do this.
Oh man.
Hey, I was about to. You know I was.
Oh Lord. So anyway,
And I was at that game.
Well, good for you, man.
I was out of there at third quarter. That game was over with.
Even though it was like 13-6 in the third quarter.
I knew it was. I left when it was 13-0 at halftime. I knew it was over with.
So wow.
I knew it was over. I'm out of here.
So your Trojans, they welcomed San Jose State into the Coliseum. First of all, what was it like being in the Coliseum?
That was actually my first time going to the Coliseum.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never been to the Coliseum before
Really?
that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never been to the Coliseum before that. I hadn't been to a USC game before, so that was my first USC game. It was actually pretty dope. You know, it was dope me walking up over there and realizing, you know, all the history that's going on up over here. So it was pretty dope, and I can most definitely see why that the Coliseum needs to be upgraded as well. But that's never going to happen. But it was a dope experience. I most definitely enjoyed it.
All right. What were your thoughts on the way your team played this first game? Obviously, it was a game we all knew y'all were going to win. But what was your how things played out? Because obviously it started pretty slow.
When I watched watching the game and realizing that first and foremost USC, early on they really put themselves in bad situations because they really, in all actuality, they really could have been way worse than what it was. But it seemed as if, you know, they started off stagnant for a while. And I was there with B-Fin.
Shout out to B-Fin.
Yeah, shout out to B-Fin. I told him.
Black Muscle in the building.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, man, this game, I already know this game about to get ugly. It was starting to get hot where I was sitting at that, you know, the sun was, if it had been a different team, I probably would have stayed there a little bit longer.
Right.
But I'm like, I know we're not going to lose to San Jose State. And, you know, shout out to the kids who played up over there, who actually from out here. There's a couple of kids that our coaching staff actually coached.
Oh, that's cool.
So they had our coaching staff has 2 kids. Well, they have more kids than that, but it's like about like 4. I think it was 4 to 5 kids involved in that game.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So
shout out
to them. So that was pretty dope.
Okay, Mark. Your Georgia Bulldogs. At that time, the number 5 team in the country. By the way, now we have the new AP rankings out. By the way, we'll get to those after Mark goes. Just probably tears Georgia limb from limb. Pause. Your Georgia Bulldogs against Clemson, Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all win 10-3. Only difference, no offensive touchdowns in this game.
I love it.
7 sacks from your Georgia Bulldogs.
Pause. I love defensive games.
But the difference was a 74-yard pick six by Georgia, which was pretty much the difference maker and why you guys still won. But I was with this man on Saturday. I'm going to tell you this.
I can only imagine
Y'all really don't want to be around us when our teams are playing. I know this.
Yeah, most definitely. We're most definitely different people. When our teams are playing,
we're calm here. That's why you'll probably never.
Yeah,
it'd be very rare you see us have a NFL watch party when our teams are playing.
Yeah, if it is, most definitely make sure that it's you're not in the workspace.
Yeah, because
it can get pretty ugly.
It might be not suitable for work. But Mark, you were not very pleased on Saturday, my friend, especially with your quarterback, who, by the way, was transferred from USC, one JT Daniels. What was wrong, man? Go ahead. The floor is yours because obviously y'all had the primetime game. So you don't have a primetime rant right now. I can see that right now.
There's no rant. Okay. I'm a few days removed from that game, so I watched it again afterwards. Our defense is great.
It was.
Our defense is amazing.
And I'm with Nick. I like defensive games too.
I love defensive games.
I don't mind defensive games either. I just want my quarterback to play good.
That's because you're a quarterback.
He could have stayed at USC for that.
Wow.
Nah.
I know y'all didn't want him. I see why.
You know we want it. The guy that over there Alabama.
We'll get into we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute.
Man,
we'll get it.
We'll talk about that later.
But I mean, I think our running game will be good. I can't say nothing bad about our defense.
Our defense was lights out.
Yeah, defense is amazing.
So is Clemson's defense. Their defense is pretty good.
Kenzie said that sounds like a no rules NFL watch party. It would be.
Yeah, we're gonna have a no rules sports for you edition one of these days.
You said Clemson defense was really good?
No, they're pretty good.
It
was really good. I think JT Daniels made them look better than what they was.
I have to agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But again, I'm not taking them away from Clemson. Clemson is a great team.
Yeah.
I think their quarterback is go get it together too. He said it took him a couple quarters to get adjusted to the defense. My only problem is now we have all these weapons. We have good receivers.
Right.
We have a good running game still. Our offensive line is good. The missing piece still, as our problem was last year, is a quarterback. I know Clemson is a good defense, so I want to see how we play next week.
Do y'all play next week?
Totally.
Wait, don't matter.
By the way, I think it's.
I think who it was. Let me see.
Well, I know it's y'all play
UAB.
Y'all play UAB. Alabama, Birmingham.
Y'all should most definitely win that game by 45 points.
However, Georgia don't do that. Georgia plays down to competition, and they play up to competition. So
does USC.
So I would like to see that type of game next week from our offense. I like to see because if y'all remember, I picked JT Daniels for the Heisman.
Yeah.
I think I did too.
I would like to see a bounce back game from JT Daniels. So,
well, you know who I picked for the Heisman? I picked Bryce Young. Last week. Y'all didn't see our episode last week where we made our college football predictions. I picked Bryce Young to win the Heisman. And right now, Bryce Young has jumped into the lead, according to Vegas.
He should.
After he had probably one of the greatest first halves for an Alabama quarterback in school history.
He might be their best quarterback already.
Alabama,
the
reigning national champions.
For real.
Just destroyed the University of Miami. And by the way, we got to get into that debate you sent in the chat. Because they brought that up on First Take.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
That they won 44-13, and Bryce Young had over 300 yards and over 4 touchdowns. What in the world was that?
That is the guy that I wish would have stayed at USC, but USC at the time thought that they were cool with JT Daniels. Then they realized after he decommitted and went to Alabama that they should have kept him instead of JT Daniels. Nothing against JT Daniels, because I picked him to win the Heisman.
Everything against JT Daniels.
So, last one. So, so I want to say this about what I saw. So, observations, Alabama is still dominating the SEC right now. Well, we'll see how things go. But another team, but there was a school who also plays in the SEC didn't have a good weekend.
LSU?
You got that right.
I thought you were about to say Florida because we were Florida fans.
Oh, well, we can talk about them. Shout out to Jamie and Josh. By the way, let's pause on the LSU because we definitely going to talk about LSU. But Florida, who they had they played FAMU. They played Florida Atlantic, not FAMU. Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
Jackson State played FAMU. Shout out to Prime.
Yeah.
They if all Gator fans are like our boys Josh and Jamie, they will not be happy with their quarterback. Because man,
Emory Jones looked like an extended running back.
he really did.
They did a quarterback sneak from on the 6-yard line.
So our boy Josh, this was during Sunday's Notre Dame Florida State game, and obviously Florida State had a black quarterback in the game, and then they went ahead and made the switch to probably one of the best stories of the year, and that's Mackenzie Melton, the former quarterback at UCF, who was obviously injured, had a serious knee injury, almost lost his leg, and finally made it back to the field. But Josh said, please put a Caucasian in at quarterback. And Florida State still lost to Notre Dame. But they didn't lose as bad as LSU did to UCLA over the weekend.
Bro.
First of all, let me say this. I love you, Coach O. But, man, if you're going to talk some stuff like that to the fans, your team better show up.
I think he still thought he was at USC for a second.
Well, I know he's still – and my boy Jamie said that. He still got that USC pride in him, that hate UCLA, but –
Your LSU team does not have Joe Burrow no more. Y'all are in trouble.
Or Joe Judge. I mean, Joe Brady.
They're in trouble. They need Tom Brady.
Because, obviously, they did not look good at all.
And I watched some of the highlights. UCLA didn't even do nothing special.
They didn't.
They didn't do nothing special at all. And I'm not saying that because I'm a USC fan. I'm laughing because I'm happy that a Pac-12 team beat a SEC team.
Yeah, LSU let us down.
Oh yeah, they most definitely did. That's not a good look for LSU at the very least.
So it was basically UCLA didn't play typical Chip Kelly football. They basically was playing smash mouth. That running back who I think say he was a transfer from Michigan. Mm-hmm. How the heck Harbaugh? Harbaugh. Mr. Harbaugh. Jim.
There was a couple of upsets this weekend too.
Yeah, a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
By the way, not a good weekend for the ACC at all.
Man, I was just looking at Virginia Tech beating North Carolina.
I was watching that game. Sam Howell. Yeah. Yeah, his Heisman hopes might be little doubt. If you look through, the ACC did not have a good weekend. The ACC and Nick, you probably already don't want to hear this, but obviously you'll know. But the Pac-12 didn't have a good weekend either.
I mean, that's good for me.
Well, obviously you had a good weekend.
Yeah,
they had a good weekend, but other schools that didn't have a good weekend.
Oh, you talking about Washington losing to Montana?
Yeah,
13-7.
Oregon struggling with Fresno State. By the way, the question, yeah,
I hate to defend Oregon, but Fresno State is
a really good program.
Yeah, and they play very well against these Pac-12 teams, and it's been like that for years. Even if we all remember the classic Reggie Bush game against Fresno State, ever since even before that, they play these top-notch teams in the West Coast. They play them very tough. They're not gonna let you just roll over them.
Mm-hmm. And but yeah, North Carolina didn't look good. Sorry, Mac Brown, but it was a good. But obviously, your team had a good weekend. Your team had a good weekend. My team had a good weekend. Let's carry this on.
Oklahoma sucks.
My team had a good
weekend. Let's talk about that. So for our boy,
had a good weekend on one side of the ball.
Oklahoma sucks.
Okay. By the way, let's talk about them. They're number 2.
They're trash.
And obviously they dropped to. They dropped to 4. I'll give you the rankings in a second.
How they dropped to 4 when they barely beat Tulane?
Let me give you the rankings.
40-35.
Let me give you the rankings right now.
And wasn't they up by a lot too?
They were. By the way, they were 35-point favorites going into that game.
And they won by 5.
And Tulane scored 35 points.
Well, Oklahoma's never known for their defense.
When's the last time anybody was good from Tulane? Not to disrespect the team. I'm talking about NFL wise. What was the last good player from Tulane to go to the NFL?
Matt Forte. That's the only person I know from Tulane that.
Shout out to Matt Forte. He was a hell of a player.
By the way, could be a Hall of Famer. All right, so
could be.
Oh boy, if I would tell you, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. Okay, we're
I have to agree with him. He was very, very good. He kind of reminded me of like.
only teams that got first place votes this week were Alabama and Georgia. So
I mean, that's expected.
So Alabama
SEC
1,
bias.
Georgia 2, Ohio State's 3, not Oklahoma. Oklahoma's 4, Texas A&M 5, Clemson 6, Cincinnati 7, Notre Dame 8, Iowa 9, Iowa State 9, Iowa 10, and they face each other this weekend.
Iowa and Iowa State.
Yes, in Iowa.
Duh.
Yeah.
I think
Iowa's at home.
Yeah, I think University of Iowa is a home team.
I think I'm picking.
USC's, by the way, ranked 14. By the way.
Yeah, we're about to walk through Stanford.
By the way, what do you feel about the Pac-12 after dark games?
I don't know.
They were playing that game. That game's they claim it's at 7:30 Saturday night.
I don't mind them.
I don't mind it.
I mean, I don't mind it either. I mean, but some people,
East Coast people have a problem with it.
and
They don't like on the Pac-12 anyway. So who cares about them? Go ahead.
so that's the way it looks. But Bryce Young, I think right now is the front runner for the Heisman. But we'll definitely get more into college football. Couple big games this weekend. Obviously, like I said, Iowa versus Iowa State.
JP Losman went to Tulane.
I totally forgot about that.
Ooh, this is a good game. Oregon versus Ohio State.
Yeah, that's a Saturday. That's a Saturday
Ooh,
afternoon.
that's gonna be a good one.
That's the Fox game at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. our time.
Why is that game so early?
Because they're in Columbus.
This is still being started at 3. This is a big game.
The name of their show is Big Noon Kickoff. So they wanted
Relax,
to
relax.
Man.
pause.
Man, oh man.
Pause.
I thought what show I was on for, so it's about to go crazy.
That's the name of the show is Big Noon Kickoff. Pause. That's what they want. But that's pretty much the only two games. So by the way, Iowa State's the home team Saturday.
Don't matter, it's still losing.
Yeah, so that's those are pretty much the marquee games is Iowa versus Iowa State. That's on ABC. That's a Saturday afternoon game. The game day is going to be there.
Don't forget this great game. Alabama versus Mercer.
Who versus who?
Alabama versus Ron Mercer.
Ron Mercer?
Might as well be.
Bobby Mercer?
They probably got a better chance of winning that game than whatever Mercer College is.
Oh my God!
Don't disrespect Mercer College.
What's the point spread in that game?
70.
I want to see what the point spread in this game.
The point spread is
56.
They actually do not have it on here.
Yeah, 56.
There is a 99.9% chance of Alabama winning. They might as well have it 100. They don't have it on ESPN.
That mean they took it off the board.
Yeah, because it was a waste of
Spread is too
time.
high.
It's a waste of time. It's infinite. Who knows what's gonna happen?
I guess we'll find out. But yeah, let's move over to what we're all here for.
What's that?
That's the National Football League, buddy. Y'all ready to talk some football? Mm-hmm. You ready to talk some football?
Let's go.
Let's go, man. It is officially time for the NFL season. We are 48 hours away from the NFL season kicking off in Tampa. The champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hosting the Dallas Cowboys.
And in the words of my brother, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
By the way, a big story in this game: Zach Martin, All-Pro guard from the Cowboys. He's going to miss this game due to COVID. Although Jerry Jones was on First Take. By the way, did any of y'all have caught First Take now in the last 2 days? Monday,
I have not watched First Take in about 2 weeks. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
so I watched it yesterday to see how the new format is. So Monday you had Michael. So every Monday through the NFL season you got Michael Irvin on there.
Oh my God.
I think you said it last week, Nick. It's like two drunk uncles arguing at the.
That's
at the
exactly
cookout.
what it's like. And I saw those old highlights of him and Stephen A. Smith going back and forth about the Cowboys.
And that's exactly how.
It's going to be hilarious. I'm going to watch that for the comedy value alone.
And that's how the show started. And today was
man.
Marcus Spears. I think tomorrow's supposed to be Keyshawn. I think Thursday, I think it's probably Ryan Clark or Orlowski. But Friday is going to be Tim Tebow. You must. Yeah. What was that for, Nick?
You talking about the guy who was just a tight end?
Yes. SEC Network analyst Tim Tebow.
All right. I think I'd rather them have Dan Orlovsky, but go ahead.
So Orlowski's going to be on Thursday. He's going to be on Thursday, but Tebow is exclusively on Friday.
Every Friday?
Yes, every Friday during the college football season, Tebow is going to be on there.
How is he?
He said he do the SEC games.
He does the show.
He's on SEC Network, right?
Yeah, SEC Network. He does their version of Game Day, SEC Nation. With it's him, Paul Feinbaum, Aaron Rodgers' brother. Roman Harper just joined that cast.
Roman Harper?
Yes.
The one used to play for the Saints?
Yes.
You talking about the guy who's
No. Yes, him. But you ain't gonna say it here.
man?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I was about to put down my headphones.
Man, hey,
that Roman Harper.
We ain't gotta keep saying his name.
Yeah, him. So let's talk some NFL. So let's
bruh.
I know where you was thinking too, man.
We're gonna talk about this after the show.
Definitely.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he's an analyst there now for the SEC Network. I mean, him, Deuce on there, Deuce McAllister too. He's an analyst for SEC Network. Shout out.
What about Darren Sharper? Go ahead.
Nah.
I think he has other priorities he has to worry about right now.
Yeah.
So sure.
Yeah. Locked up, and he is not getting out.
Better not.
So let's talk some top NFL storylines. So
Might as well R. Kelly do it.
I'm gonna shoot 5 questions, and then we're gonna get into our predictions.
That's crazy.
All right. First question, gentlemen. Quarterback with the most pressure going into this upcoming season.
Quarterback with the most Dak.
You say Dak. Who you say, Nick?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Who you say? Bridgewater?
He has no.
No, he has no pressure.
He's good.
He's gonna be. He probably be a Bronco next year.
He's fine. He's a game manager. He's cool.
Our GM is the guy who drafted him, so he's safe.
Look, if the Broncos win 8 to 9 games this year with him as their quarterback, he's not going nowhere.
By the way,
for sure.
When I talk about the Broncos, I got to talk about there. We do our State of the Union to our teams at the end of the show.
Man, look.
The guy quarterback I think that's under the most pressure is Matthew Stafford.
Why is that?
Because and it's going to go into my next question. Who's the coach under the most pressure?
There's no reason in the world that Sean McVay should be in any trouble after they gave Jeff Fisher 1,000,000,001 chances. I'm sorry,
Coach Mark.
Huh?
Who's
Coach?
I have somebody to choose though. Go ahead. Y'all might think I'm crazy for saying this too.
I don't know. Go to Nick. Let me think about this.
Well, I'm gonna say you already said mine. Mine was Sean McVay, and I know
You're Sean McVay.
Yeah, I know a certain person's watching. She's not gonna like he saying that, but she knows where I stand on that.
I'm saying this person, even though I know nothing's going to happen to them at all.
What's that?
Bill Belichick.
By the way, Barstool posted something that they said that NFL execs said that Bill Belichick is the second least trusted general manager in the NFL.
Why?
I have zero clue.
How you not trust a guy who's won that many? He's had what, like 3 losing seasons?
By the way,
as a Patriot.
By the way, they had the longest streak of 10 win seasons until last year, from 03 to 2019.
They probably could have won 10 games. Cam Newton got COVID.
Doubt it. Cowboys coach
Mike McCarthy.
He's going nowhere. He's fine.
All right.
Okay, so let me explain why
I think Jerry Jones.
I picked McVay because I'm with Matthew Stafford because I think everyone's just basically this seems like this has been the day to just crap on Derek Carr for every. I mean, I'm sorry, my bad. Jared Goff. Don't get offended.
I'm gonna say levels of disrespect.
Yeah, because I think now everyone's because you're hearing he had an interview with Peter King where he basically made it seem like I respect Stafford as a equal. Jared Goff is more like a student. Basically saying he understood the playbook and Jared Goff didn't. I'm going to say this now, and to the Ram fans who are watching and listening, y'all really better deliver. And I ain't saying this because a little spoiler alert, y'all going to hear their name again later on when we make our Super Bowl picks. So, in our seasonal picks, division, all that. So,
when you can hear who name?
You're gonna hear the Rams name again later on when we do make our picks for the playoffs. But Sean McVay, obviously, like you said, they gave Jeff Fisher 1,000,001 chances, and obviously he's not going anywhere. But man, you better start acting like the boy genius and stop sounding like Baby Gruden.
I mean, let's just be honest. They cut from the same cloth,
pretty much.
And it's funny that you brought up that about. That was Sean McVay said that quote?
He was talking to Peter King and it was in the Football Morning in America column.
Okay, you remember last year when I told y'all that somebody who knows somebody who's on the Rams had told him something about about Jared Goff and his and how he analyzes plays.
Right. They said
That quote right there pretty much solidified everything that person just told me.
that basically he can't read. He can't
He
read
can't
offense.
read defenses. If he can't go past his first read. If he can't go past the first or second read, he's pretty much a deer in the headlights. And from what I've heard, and Sean McVay would basically be like, "Look, you're passing it to this guy. If he's covered, pass it to him." And if those two guys were covered, he pretty much didn't know what to do.
Wow, that's crazy. My fourth question. Fire back of that NFL films real quick.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, that's question. That was two questions. So who did quarterback and coach?
You say twerk?
No, three. I'm doing 5 questions. Okay, number 3. What is a successful season for Aaron Rodgers?
He can have the same season he had last year and be successful.
For me,
Yeah.
getting through it healthy.
Yeah. If he has the same exact season he had last year, it's a successful season. Just because he doesn't win a Super Bowl, then he's not a successful season.
Okay, so I'm gonna add some of this. Let me rewind the question then.
Mm-hmm.
Different question, same, still number 3.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers will be a blank in 2022
He will be wearing number 12,
for,
the silver and black.
you say he'll be a Raider.
I said that already.
Marcus a Raider.
And you know who's going to follow him?
Devontae
Adams.
Adams. If Green Bay lets that happen, you have to be the
So
most
you can
dumbest.
see possibly next year Aaron Rodgers with Devontae Adams on the Raiders, which helps our young guy Henry Ruggs out a whole lot.
By the way,
and Darren Waller.
Stephen A. Smith. I know you love Aaron Rodgers. I know you love Devontae Adams. Green Bay does not have the second best receiving core in football.
No, they don't. They don't even have a top 5 receiving core. Who the hell is the other receiver besides him?
Marquez, Valdez, Scantling,
Man, they don't.
Alan Lazard. They brought back Randall Cobb. The tight end, Tanya. Whoops, stop. Okay. Next question. Deshaun Watson, who will not be starting Sunday, Tyrod Taylor, Tyrod, whatever you want to call him, he's going to be he's now the quarterback for the Houston Texans.
I feel so sorry for him.
I hope he do good.
I hope he does too.
I hope he does too, but I think he's going to get killed.
Yeah, because their offensive line is possibly the worst in the league.
Deshaun Watson in 2022
Denver.
will be, you say Bronco?
Oh no. I'm sorry, Miami.
You say Miami?
Miami.
Man, I don't want to sound like very negative, but I don't think he's in the NFL next year.
Wow. So you say he's not in NFL on the roster?
I don't think he's on the roster next year. Okay. I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think that this whole situation is going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, I said
and
that.
it seems like it's getting worse.
It's been too quiet. It's been real too quiet.
And quiet is not good in this situation at all. It may seem good for right now, but in the long run, quiet ain't too good. Because if you're Deshaun Watson, you want this situation to be over with as fast as possible so you can get back on this field. Because regardless of what the Texans pay you, if this situation gets worse, there's the NFL, like NFL players have a clause in their contract where it's something, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like when you do behavior that's detrimental to the team, you could be cut behind that without getting paid.
Oh, best interest.
There you go. That's what it is. It was some technical term they have for it.
Best interest of the game.
Yeah.
Clause. They brought it up today on First Take.
They can cut them for that and without really having to worry about financial loss too much.
I think he's gonna be a Dolphin. I don't think he plays this year. I think this has been there's a little wink nudge with the NFL and the Texans. Keep him on ice. Let the league, as we still do our investigation in the legal panel. Y'all basically put him on a pseudo-exempt list. So just keep him away from the facility. Let Tyrod Taylor be your starter. Let Davis Mills be your number 2, and we'll go from there.
Keep him away. Never mind. I can't say that. Go ahead.
And the final question.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be interesting. The team who will be on Hard Knocks in 2022 will be. No, I'm going to scratch that. Screw Hard Knocks.
It's going to be either the Jaguars or
because you think they're going to have a new coach next year. That's why probably.
is it going to be the Jaguars or the Dolphins?
Well, here's the thing.
I think it's going to be the Raiders, especially if they get.
If we get Aaron Rodgers, I honestly think that may happen.
Yeah, Gruden. I think that's possible.
And you know what I think too. The thing about that'd be crazy is that Derek Carr still be under contract next year as well, so we can trade him.
I think y'all trade. I think y'all go
Yeah.
trade him to Green Bay.
I think the team that's gonna be on Hard Knocks next year is gonna be my Broncos. If we get Aaron Rodgers,
I don't think y'all as an organization would let that happen.
if Vic Fangio's still the coach, it's still gonna happen. Because obviously the one rule is you cannot have a new coach when you are to be on Hard Knocks.
Right.
Okay, gentlemen.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and talk some predictions. All right.
I was right last year. We just want to make that. We just want to establish that, right?
Yeah, whatever.
That I was right last year.
Yeah, it's all good.
Can y'all say that?
It's whatever, man. You won last year,
you
bro.
won, man.
You won, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, we get it. You won the pick segment last year. Good.
You sound like a Buccaneers fan right now,
Yeah, I mean,
or a Chiefs fan.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
Man, you
we
won.
we starting up the whole new pick segment.
Mark won the pick segment last year, ladies and gentlemen. Give him his flowers now while he can smell them. Or anything else, just DM him at
Don't DM me nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
wrong
let's start these picks. Thursday night, Cowboys, Buccaneers,
Bucks
Bucks.
by 50.
By the way, the point spread on that is Tampa Bay minus 8.
Bucks.
They might have looked out for him by saying 8. Go ahead.
They're an 8-point favorite.
Bucks.
Huh?
Be what you got.
I know how to forward it.
All right. Let's go with my Broncos versus the New York Football Giants.
So you got Broncos.
Dang right. I might as well put them on there all 17 games. By the way, remember, 17-game season this year. And
I got Broncos too.
we're favored by a field goal.
You know something? I want to pick y'all, but I don't. You know the thing is about this game that's going to be interesting. It's the thing of the way both teams play very similar.
Saquon is supposed to play.
Exactly. Not even just that. Both teams have good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Y'all defense is better,
Right.
but the Giants defense ain't no joke either.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
So, and I don't. You know something? I'm gonna pick y'all.
I think I trust Bridgewater better
That's what it's coming down to. I'm like, I think I trust Bridgewater a little bit more.
than Danny Amendola. I mean, Danny Dimes.
No, Danny Amendola is now just signed with the Houston Texans.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So what's the next game?
Eagles, Falcons.
I'm definitely picking the Falcons.
Can I pick both to lose?
You know something? I'm actually picking the Eagles. I think the Falcons will figure out a way to lose this game. It's early on.
Arthur's 2 first-time head coaches.
You got Eagles?
Yeah, I got Eagles.
I got the Falcons.
I got the Falcons.
This next game,
What's going on outside?
I mean, you know how it goes.
Mark. Your Bills hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game.
For Mark, it is. 'Cause,
You got the Bills?
yep.
I'm picking the Bills too. I still think it'll be a good game. I think it's gonna be closer than people think.
By the way, Bills are minus 6.5.
Wait. TJ Watt not playing?
Mike Tomlin said he expects him back at practice tomorrow. So we'll see. That's still all to be determined. He's holding out for a new contract.
Pittsburgh. Y'all already screwed up once by letting one of y'all better pass rushers leave. Don't let 2 of them get up out of there.
Yeah, because he's going to end up in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, TJ Watt and Nick Bosa, that'd be crazy.
So, yeah.
All right, Ford, I'll holler at you later. I ain't saying his first name. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Next game. Vikings, Bengals.
Do I really have to pick this game? I'm picking the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bengals too.
Hey, Jamar Chase had the drops. Had the drops in preseason, huh?
And in practice. Come on, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with the
I'm going with Joseph Burrow.
I'm going with the Vikings.
I think Joe Burrow. Shout out to Joe Burrow too. He got a standing ovation when he came in during the preseason game.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially after that horrible injury.
Jared Goff's first game as a Detroit Lion
Losing.
Who they playing?
is against the San Francisco
He's
49ers.
going to be destroyed.
49. Oh, that's me. That's not me. That's you, John.
I feel so sorry
I'm
for
picking the
them.
49ers.
Oh, everybody picking the 49ers. Huh?
There's no reason why they
Minus
shouldn't.
7.5, by the way.
That's that close?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
Dan
know why.
Campbell's first game. I guess
He's going to be biting people's knees.
probably.
Might
And
be
now
please.
not giving dudes toilet paper after practice. I don't know what this guy be talking about. Shout out to the Big Lebowski.
What?
Pause.
Oh, that's a crazy status after that toilet paper line.
Cardinals, Titans.
Oh, I'm picking the Titans.
By the way, Titans 3-point favorite.
I wouldn't care if that was a 1 point favorite. I'm still picking them.
You picking the Titans?
Yeah, I'm picking the Titans, and they're in Tennessee. Yeah, I'm picking them.
Yeah, they're in Cashville.
You got
Yeah, I got Titans. I got
Titans too?
I need AJ Brown to make my prediction right that he's going to lead the NFL in receptions. Julio's first game,
I got Cardinals.
and then no Patrick Peterson.
Who cares?
I got Cardinals.
That means
Wouldn't matter.
No, it wouldn't matter. But one of them was going to have to guard. He was going to have to guard one of them.
It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been the same result.
Seahawks, Colts.
Seahawks by 1 billion points.
By the way,
They only favor about 2.5.
Crazy.
You got Seahawks?
I got Seahawks.
Both of y'all got Seahawks.
Yeah.
Colts defense ain't no joke. That's probably why they choosing them. But who's gonna be at quarterback week 1?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz is playing.
Give me
He's
Colts.
He cleared. He's cleared. They just got Eric Fisher back off the COVID list too. So
Give me Colts.
Chargers versus the Washington football team
I'm picking Washington.
in the nation's capital.
That defense is stupid.
The Chargers are favored in this game.
By a point.
I'm picking Washington.
I'm picking Washington too. Sorry, B.
I'm glad B not here, so he don't have to play that.
Oh my man, don't even talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, you just play the USC song, so it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, I already know who Mark gonna pick on this.
At least ours was played during the winning times.
I know where Mark's gonna pick on this one.
Cool.
Jets Panthers. Sam Darnold's first game. Jets Panthers.
Nobody.
Sam Darnold's first game against the Jets against his former team.
I'm picking the Panthers,
I'm sitting.
and it's not gonna be close.
I'm sitting this one out.
I'm picking Stifler's mom. Pause. I'm picking the Panthers though.
Alrighty then.
I'm not picking nobody.
Carolina -5.5. By the way.
I'm picking Panthers though.
Oh, this game is gonna be a total snooze fest.
Which one?
Jaguars Texans.
No, it's not. The Texans about to destroy them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a snooze fest for you, a Texans fan. I'm not gonna just Trevor Lawrence is gonna pick these dudes apart. By the way, they're only -2.5, which is crazy.
I'm picking the Texans.
You picking the Texans?
I'm picking
Yeah.
You're picking the Texans? So you're
Yeah.
picking Tyrod over Trevor Lawrence?
I'm choosing the team against the Jaguars.
Who's on their defense?
I'm going with the Jags too.
I'm picking the Jags too.
And I'm picking the upset.
I'm going with the Jags. Nick said, "Do y'all have any upset picks?"
Oh man, we'll see. We'll see.
I think some of these picks gonna make us upset.
Yeah.
I'll pick the Texans. That should be upset right there.
Well, it's gonna make some people upset in one part of the land. Browns, Chiefs.
I got the Browns. Yep.
Browns.
By the way, Kansas City -6.
Who you got?
I got KC.
I got Chiefs too.
I'm not mad at you, Nick. Clowney, Myles Garrett.
Let's see that new improved offensive line against that defensive line.
Okay.
That game
Your boy from Notre Dame,
game could be close for 3/4.
John Johnson III there.
I don't think you get a chance to get the ball that much from Nick Chubb running the ball.
Dolphins, Patriots, the Bama Bowl, Tua versus Mac
I'm picking the Patriots.
in Foxborough.
I'm picking the Patriots.
I'm picking the Patriots. Sorry, Tua.
I'm picking the Dolphins. That Dolphin defense gonna be crazy against Mac Jones.
Yeah,
I think the Patriots defense will be a little bit crazier. Wait.
Nope.
Wait.
yes, Dante Hightower is back.
Oh, that's all I need to know. Go ahead.
So y'all got Patriots. I got Dolphins. Okay.
Only player who's missing is Stephon Gilmore. He's on the pup list.
Who cares?
Over it.
Pretty much. System.
Yeah, he's not better than Jalen Ramsey or Trey White.
No.
Packers, Saints.
Oh, that's easy. I'm picking the Packers.
By the way, and prayers out to all those in New Orleans who battling Hurricane Ida. This game is going to be in Jacksonville.
Who you got? Saints?
Yeah. No, I got the Packers.
Pack. All right. Who you got, John?
I got the Packers.
We all got the Packers. All right.
Sunday Night Football. First game in SoFi versus real game in SoFi. Matthew Stafford's debut. Bears, Rams.
I got the fans fighting.
Well, you can pick any game on that for that.
No, especially in SoFi, they don't fight. They don't play a game without fighting.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
That's what I've seen so far.
You got the Rams?
Yeah, I got the Rams.
I got the Rams too.
McVay said they're preparing for Justin Fields, but let's be clear.
There's no way in the world they're playing Justin Fields. There's no way.
Yo, I'm not reading that.
B, what you doing, man? B tripping, man.
I got Rams. You got Rams too, Nick?
Rams, Bears.
Yeah, I got Rams.
All right, and then Monday night, Knicks Raiders versus Lamar and the Ravens.
Hold on. And Le'Veon Bell.
And the newest member, Le'Veon Bell, just signed with the Ravens practice
He's on
squad.
the practice squad.
But he'll basically probably get called up probably by Sunday.
I don't care.
You
know what I'm picking.
He's picking the Raiders. I'm picking the Ravens.
You picking the Ravens?
Yeah. I know they got all these injuries. No J.K. Dobbins, no Justice Hill. Obviously, probably no Rashad Bateman, but I'm going to see Lamar in Vegas. Okay. All right, gentlemen. As we started last year, we're going to pick one game against the point spread for our friends out there in Vegas. Shout out to the Win. Shout out to the Tuscany. Shout out to MGM.
Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to all those who are trying to
Win.
hit those, trying to hit those cards.
I can do this. All right, one game against the spread.
One game against the spread. You can pick the favorite. You can pick the team, the underdog to cover. You can pick the underdog to cover. And Fat just in the chat saying FSC.
Hey, man, stay at home. All right.
He's a Notre Dame fan.
I'm sorry to hear that. Go ahead.
He gonna get in the comments. I know Fat. He can respond.
I'm sorry to hear that. You my boy too, Fat, but I'm sorry to hear that.
So you're gonna see which names against the spread.
Oops, yeah.
Man, hey, look, I just looked at week 2. Week 2 is going to be very, very, very snoozing.
Yeah.
It's a snooze fest. Week 2. I think the best game I've seen so far. I'm not even saying it because my team is involved. One of them is the Raiders and the Steelers. That might be one of the better games for next week. Because I'm seeing trash everywhere.
Okay, I'm trying to think which game I want to pick.
I got 49ers to win by 8.
49ers to cover. Got a 49ers to cover. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh man. It's not a fool's gold this first week because obviously.
Yeah, that's all week 1 is.
Oh man. Give me the Packers -4.
Yeah, I'm about to pick that one too.
Packers to win by 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a neutral site. It's a neutral site game, so
I don't think it matters.
yeah, really don't. I'm still picking the Packers to win, but give me the Packers -4. Fat is in the comments all of a sudden now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did Notre Dame play this week?
Yeah. They played Florida State.
They play for the state one.
They better have.
Overtime.
They played Toledo on Saturday.
Who?
Notre Dame.
I'm going for Toledo. Go ahead.
Wow. All right, gentlemen. So those are our picks. We'll recap those picks next week. Who won this week as Mark trying to repeat, as the pick champion.
And we got to pick who.
That's what we're getting to right now.
I won that too.
So now,
chill on that because I called Tampa Bay and
yes. So let's start with the NFL awards and then we'll get into the playoffs. All right, Fat said October 23rd. Another, whooping.
Did it happen last year?
Oh boy, wow! Fat is in there going wild, man. Okay, so let's start off with the rookies of the year. Offensive.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
That's gonna be difficult. I don't see no clear cuts this year, man.
Mark, who you got?
This is a shot in the dark, man.
Who you got?
Justin Fields.
So you think Justin Fields is going to see the field this year? No pun intended.
For sure.
All right.
I think starting week 2 he will see the field.
Nick, who you got?
Man, I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. It'll be obvious to say Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about.
But I don't know. You know something? I'm gonna go for a wild card with this one.
What was that?
I'm picking my boy,
Who is?
Kyle Pitts.
Wow. That's not a wild card.
When's the last time a tight end won offensive rookie of the year?
Maybe Tony Gonzalez. You have to look it up, but probably Gonzalez because Gronk didn't do it. You have to look it up. I'm going Najee Harris. Sorry, Mark. I know. And the reasons why I'm picking him rookie of the year, same reason you wanted to be able to draft him. Fast says Zach Wilson.
I hope you have a bad first game.
Well, he's playing y'all, so of course you hope he has a bad first game. As long as he plays good the other 16, we're straight. All right, I'm going to let y'all pick defensive rookie of the year because y'all ain't even got to ask me who defensive rookie of the year is.
I don't know why. Yeah, I understand why you're saying that, but I don't understand it at the same time. He's going to pick Patrick Surtain.
That's right. I don't even know. That's
rhetorical. He's being an extreme homer right now.
That's rhetorical. I told y'all. I'm picking Patrick Surtain.
He's Homer Simpson right now.
Exactly.
Let me see.
Fast said USC, you suspect competition. This was stupid, man.
I don't pay attention to teams that don't have a conference.
Oh boy.
I mean, USC been dogging out them for so long. It's about time they start winning. Let me see here. That's gonna be difficult because
I think Washington gonna have back-to-back defensive rookie of the year.
So you're saying Jaron Davis from
Jamin Davis, yeah.
He's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. That's a real sleeper. By the way,
Michael Parsons is pretty good too. I don't know if I'm gonna pick him though.
Why? Because he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
By the way, spoiler alert on the next edition, on the final episode of Hard Knocks, he's getting mentored this week by DeMarcus Ware.
Spoiler alert. I think Jalen Smith gonna be on a different team before this season is over with.
Wow.
I think that that linebacker room is getting kind of crowded. I think Kwity Paye has a good chance too because he's gonna be on a good Colts defense.
Yeah.
I think I might pick him.
You going Kwity Paye?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him because I don't. Me personally, there's no clear cut player like how it was last year. Like, oh yeah, this dude's most definitely the best defensive rookie. Like there was no doubt about Chase Young last year. We knew it from as soon as he got drafted.
I'm surprised you didn't go with your boy.
Who?
On your team, Morick.
Morick? I don't think Morick's going to get it off the simple fact that he played for the Raiders.
I just don't think.
You've seen how they did us with Josh Jacobs and chose Kyler Murray.
And I think it's going to be.
Who didn't even throw for 3,500 yards.
It's hard for Pauls. It's hard for safeties to get rookie of the year. Because it's depending on if they're. So.
Huh? Go ahead. Y'all keep talking.
Okay, so I think it's harder for rookies to safeties to get rookie of the year because obviously some of them, someone going to be in pass protection. Some of them, obviously, they didn't run.
Yeah.
Play, be on the run, play, hybrided between safety and linebacker. But
it's just like defensive tackle. Sometimes your impact doesn't show on the stat board.
Unless your name is Aaron Donald or Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
Or Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or J.J. Watt.
Okay. Yeah, good point. He is a defensive tackle. All right. So, comeback player of the year. And me reminder, the criteria for comeback player doesn't have to be a player who's coming off a major injury. They could be coming back off a bounce-back season. We've had instances where players like Phillip Rivers, even recently Ryan Tannehill.
Or the king of comeback player of the year was my boy. He used to play for the Jets. Chad.
Chad Pennington.
Chad Pennington. That was the king of the comeback player of the year award.
Those you don't have to be necessarily coming off an injury to be up for comeback player of the year. But that being said,
I choose Zeke.
Okay. I was thinking the Cowboy too, but I wasn't thinking him. I was thinking Dak, but he got Zeke.
I'm choosing Zeke.
I was gonna choose Dak, but let me go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. You know what?
No, rewind. You can take Dak. What am I doing? I'm picking Von Miller to be the comeback player of the year. I recognize, man. Yeah, I'm homering it up right now. By the way, Fast said Saquon Barkley. That's another good pick too.
Yeah, hey, you know something? That is a good pickup. Yeah,
Saquon.
Who you got? You guys?
I got Von.
Who me? I got.
You got Zeke.
Yeah, I got Zeke.
Another guy we ain't even talked about yet.
Who?
Odell.
They're a running team, so it's gonna kind of difficult for him to
we'll see.
I know
to make his impact, but I think he's gonna do something over there.
He might not be a Brown by the end of the year.
Might not be a Brown by trade deadline, but he might be in Tampa. Speaking of,
why would you say that?
I just know, man. You just had those feelings, man. Pause. Fast said McCaffrey. That's another one. What about?
Why you Mike. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I picked.
You about to say something crazy? I had a funny feeling.
I picked Von. I said Von. What about? You know, he played last year, but he missed half the season. Antonio Brown.
Man, he'll be all right.
They got a lot of weapons over there.
There's so many weapons over there. I mean,
Well,
you really think about it. If you talking about the passing game, if it was like about 4 years ago, I'd say, oh yeah, most definitely. But look, Mike Evans, Godwin, who else is over?
Scooter Miller.
Scooter Miller. All right, I'm not even look. We're talking about this pass catchers. Look, Gronkowski,
Cameron Brate.
Cameron Brate. They bring it back. OJ Howard again.
That is crazy. Have you ever seen a 3 tight end offense, Pauls?
Yeah, over there in New England.
Well, yeah, that
They had Gronk, they had Aaron Hernandez, and it was somebody else that was over there. I forgot who it was. And I remember at one point they had 3 over there too, but that's crazy.
Okay, so we have,
Of course, it's a Tom Brady
so
team.
we have Dak, Zeke, and Von Miller. Okay, let's go with Coach of the Year.
Coach of the year is going.
Last year was Stefanski from the Browns. By the way, last year's comeback player of the year obviously was Alex Smith. Defensive rookie of the year last year was Chase Young. Offensive rookie of the year last year was Justin Herbert.
Should have been Joe Burrow if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Would have been.
Yeah, it most definitely would have been.
Justin Jefferson said, "I have a strong case too."
Yeah,
I'm picking the person who should have been last year.
For what?
Coach of the year.
Oh, your boy, Sean McDermott. That's exactly who I was picking too, to be honest. So,
He should have won it last year.
yeah, Sean McDermott. I think everyone was. It was a lot of sympathy because the Bills were.
No, nobody liked the Bills.
nobody. Yeah, that's all.
I mean the Browns. A lot of sympathy for the Browns because obviously.
They were sorry for so long.
Yeah, so that was.
I'm
So
trying to think.
I'm going McDermott too, because he should have won it. Although I was watching Good Morning Football this morning, and they brought up a point. A lot of first year coaches always seem to get Coach of the Year for some odd reason.
Because I mean, let's just be honest. You're a first year coach, and for example, look at his situation. Look how. When was the last time the Browns made the playoffs?
Oh, it was like in 2007 or something.
Exactly. So he was the one, and look at the turnaround the team did. So it wasn't like
Yeah, it was fast.
it was fast because that team they didn't look like a playoff team the year before. You expected them because they had enough talent on their roster, but it was like I don't know. And then, and it really shows how good of a coach he is. Like, that was pretty much the same group of talent that was there with what's his name? Old boy from out here. Oh my God, what's the coach name? He's coach for us. I can't remember his name. To save my life.
Whoa.
The black coach they had.
For the Browns?
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh,
God.
Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson. Yeah. It's pretty much the same group of players that was on Hugh Jackson's team that couldn't win to save their life.
Fast say Sean Payton.
Man, get Sean Payton up out of here. He might be on a different team next year.
Who's your coach of the year?
Coach of the year.
Mark both picked Sean McDermott.
I'm thinking Sean McDermott, but I think I might have to go Sean McDermott. I may change before the show is over with, but right now I think I most definitely have him.
Unanimous. Sean McDermott should have been coach of the year last year, so which means more than likely he probably won't get it this year because obviously voters never get it right anyway. All right, let's move over to offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year will be
Last 2 years has been Derrick Henry. Does he go for the three-peat?
I'm a homer.
I already know who you're picking.
I'm a homer for real on this.
I think I was going to pick.
You have 2 people that you could possibly pick on that list. That's the bad part.
Yeah, and I'm most definitely picking the receiver.
All right.
You're picking the receiver.
Yeah, I'm picking Stephon Diggs.
All right.
So
I got Josh Allen.
you got Josh Allen. Okay.
Or are you gonna pick the quarterback you drafted?
Yeah, which quarterback? Oh, I could pick him, but obviously that'd be too typical, right? That'd be too cliche. Obviously, he won one already, so I don't know. Yeah, but
It wouldn't be too far fetched.
yeah, let me just do it. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Patrick Mahomes. Might have been a preview who I think.
Fast said Patrick Mahomes as well.
Yes. All right. Defensive player of the year. I mean, do we really have to do this category?
We have to.
Defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who's won it, who should be really a 4 in a row, gave it to Stephon Gilmore one year, which I thought was some BS.
If if J.J. Watt couldn't win 4 years in a row with that little crazy run that he had, it's going to be difficult for somebody to win 4 times in a row.
No, it's not.
He should have.
Yeah, I agree.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald should have won the past 4 years.
Aaron Donald's going to become the first 4-time Defensive Player of the Year in the
You got Aaron Donald too?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Khalil Mack. Man, check this out.
Who you got?
Khalil Mack about to win Defensive Player of the Year ever again.
Who you got? Mort?
Who, me? For Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Nah. Defensive Player of the Year, I think I'm going to go Aaron Donald as well.
Come on.
Khalil Mack's not going to win it. Look, I'm beyond. This is from a Raiders fan. Even the year that Khalil Mack won Defensive Player of the Year, it was kind of an off year for players that was even like, because I think he led the league in sacks that year. He led the league in sacks with it was like 13, 14 that year. That's a low year.
Him and Von Miller were basically neck and neck for Defensive Player of the Year. He won by a vote. Literally, there was Von Miller and Khalil Mack were 1 vote away from being co-defensive players of the year, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
what you call was in that mix that year too. Crazy to think about that. Vic Beasley.
Yeah, that was the year Atlanta went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing since then.
So then, the most valuable player. I actually went to Aaron Rodgers.
I got a surprise for y'all. Don't look at my paper yet.
I got Aaron Rodgers.
You think he's going back to back?
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is
A-Rod, Nick.
this dude ain't no joke.
A-Rod,
AR-12.
Okay.
Who you got, John? Because y'all gonna laugh at me. Y'all gonna be surprised.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
Fast.
Tom Brady is not about to win no MVP.
That's what I was picking.
Wow.
That's what I was picking.
I'm going to say, and I know I was real critical earlier, but this is going to be a real bold prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking Matthew Stafford.
What?
Because I think he's going to go for 5,000. I'm going Matthew Stafford.
All right.
It's easy for me to say Mahomes because obviously usually the guy who wins offensive player of the year usually win MVP. But I want to try to see if the Riders won't go so cliche because usually with the exception of Derrick Henry and maybe Michael Thomas, the guy who's usually won offensive player of the year usually won MVP. But I'm gonna make a bold prediction is Matthew Stafford. All right, man. Let's talk playoffs.
Yo, I can't believe what I just heard. And I'm a Stafford fan. Wow.
Fast say he might look good week 2 and beyond that. And beyond week 1. Not week 1.
The Bears look the same way they did against the Raiders last time. Go ahead.
All right. So let's start off with with our conference, the AFC.
All right.
So let's start off with the East. This man's team, the reigning champs.
They're going to win the division again.
I agree.
For some apparent reason, Stephen A. Smith said something ridiculous this morning that I'm not even going to even repeat.
I know what he said. I was watching it.
I'm not about to even talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that until next week.
Marcus Spears told him that was his worst. That was the worst take of the day.
And wasn't Marcus Spears on the Patriots?
No, he was on the Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Cowboys Ravens.
Might as well, Ben. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm thinking about what's his name? Woodley. He was on the Patriots, I believe.
No, Damian Woody was on the Patriots. Pause.
Yeah.
You got the Bills too?
Yeah, I got the Bills.
All right, let's go to the North.
Who you got?
I think I might choose this. I don't know.
I'm choosing the Browns.
Whoa.
Browns. East. North. I got Ravens.
Yep.
Who you got? Seattle.
You got the Steelers?
I hate to admit that too.
All right.
Sorry, Cincinnati. We picked every team but Cincinnati.
I mean, listen. Sorry, Joe, but you going uphill right now, bro. It's a rough division you in.
South.
All right, the South. Oh, Titans.
That easy?
It's either them or the Colts.
I got the Titans.
It's either them or the Colts. One of them is going to be the wild card.
The Colts are not going to. No.
I'm going to Titans.
I got the Colts.
No.
You got the Colts?
Yeah, West. I got the Chefs.
By the way, I'm not going to be a homer. Y'all know I'm not going to be a homer. It's the Chiefs.
I hate saying that too. It's gonna be.
I know, right?
It's gonna be Kansas.
It's like agony. All right.
But I do think somebody out of the division gonna make it to the playoffs outside of them.
All right. So that means we go to the wild cards.
Oh, wild card.
All right. Remember, 3 teams in the wild card. So
You should already pencil in Raiders for me.
yeah, pencil in Raiders for him. And I'm just gonna say it. Pencil in Broncos for me because I think because everyone I pencil in Broncos for me. So let's go.
I got Pats. Browns.
I got the Browns too.
You got the Browns winning the division. I know you don't.
Yeah, the
I got
Steelers.
the Steelers winning. I got the Browns.
Steelers.
I got the Browns making it.
Browns. And Titans for me.
Okay.
So I got the Pats, Browns, and Titans.
I have the Broncos, the Ravens, and the Colts.
Broncos, Ravens, Colts. Okay. Who you got? You got Raiders. I mean, you got Raiders, Browns, and
Fast says Ravens, Steelers, Colts.
I'm choosing the Chargers.
You got the Chargers as a wild card?
you got 2 wild card teams at your division.
Well, I know I do because I got the Broncos in there. Well, he got 2. Well, I got.
So
well,
y'all
two
got
teams.
y'all got 3 teams in the playoffs at your division. That's
Yeah. The one team he didn't pick was the Broncos. How disrespectful.
y'all
But
got-
I think y'all don't make it by a little bit too.
it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be, that's going down all the way to week 18. Pause.
Yeah,
Wait,
I think our
you
division.
didn't pick the Raiders.
Nah, dang right, I'm not picking the Raiders. Get out of here, man.
So why you mad he didn't pick the? All right.
Exactly. Homer.
cut on to that. Okay.
Yo, I'm confused.
All right, let's go to the NFC. Let's start in the NFC.
Hold on. Fat said Ravens, Steelers, Colts. That's not a bad. That's not a bad
not a
3
bad
either.
3.
Yeah.
All right. NFC least. Oh God, we really got to pick this division.
I got the Giants.
I got the Giants.
I got the Giants win that division. I'm not even about to lie.
I got the Giants. Who you got, John?
I got the football team.
Washington. Shout out to being fair.
Actually, I take that back. I'm picking them too. I'm picking Washington. I'm not picking.
I'm not
yeah,
betting against that.
yeah. I just
That
thought about
defense,
that. Yeah,
man.
Not even just that. That team is built pretty good. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick will be good the first 6 weeks. And
I should scratch mine out and put Washington too, but I'm gonna stick with mine.
You going with the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
North.
I think I might end up regretting that later.
North.
Pack.
Sorry,
Green Bay's not even close.
Fat ain't gonna like this comment. He already knows. The Packers. Sorry, Pat. Sorry, Fat.
Packers.
He got to be rational at some point. I understand.
He's not rational when it comes to the Packers. You
Man,
know,
look, I hate Kansas City, but I already know they got the division on lock.
look what he put in the comments.
Come on. All right. South.
Theirs might be the. Hold on, they might end up in
Champs. I'm going the champs for right now. The Bucks.
They go.
the Bucks to win the division.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Who you got?
It's either Bucks, Saints, Falcons.
Saints.
Wow, you betting on Jameis, huh?
Famous Jameis.
Interception. Jameis.
I don't think that happens no more. He got eye surgery.
Good point.
Well, you can see the defenders better now.
Yeah, for real.
That's foul.
Hey, for real.
All right.
All right. West. I got the Niners.
Rams.
Okay, yeah, John over here being a double homer right now.
Yeah. He been a homer for him and his.
Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah. Hold on, John. I want to say the 49ers, but the Raider blood in me says do not pick them.
Okay.
But
Man, you do that, someone's gonna be.
I'm
the door playing.
I'm picking them though. No, yeah, I'm picking them.
You picking the Niners?
Yeah, I'm picking the Niners
All right.
All right, let's go wild card.
because the Seahawks gonna fumble it again.
Wild cards. I got. I got Rams.
I got Rams and Seahawks in the what you call it?
Oh. Can you do it, or I have to do it?
No, you gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's second that.
I got Rams.
The heck? Did we lose? Oh, the camera got unplugged. Go ahead. Continue.
Go ahead, keep going.
All right, Fast said in the comments he got 49ers, Green Bay, Seattle in the wild card. I got who do I got? I got Seattle. I got Seattle.
I got Rams, Bears, Saints.
I'm gonna think Seattle. Oh boy.
I got Rams, Bears, Saints. You got Seattle?
Seattle. I'm trying to think of the other two I want. Seattle. I guess I'm gonna pick the Saints. The Saints, and then the last one. Oh, Niners.
49ers. All right. Nick, who you got? I got just to let you know, I got Rams, Bears, Saints. John got Seattle, Saints, and Niners.
All right, I got the Seahawks. I got the Rams. I got the I got the Giants.
Okay.
You know, I think it's gonna be multiple teams come out of both Western divisions.
So by the way, none of us picked the Cowboys.
Nah.
Cowboys still play?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not just because I don't like the Cowboys. I honestly have to see some type of consistency from the Cowboys before I can choose them again.
All right, so let's recap. Wow. So let's go ahead and recap all our picks before we make our Super Bowl. And now that's who we got playing in the big game. Let's start with again to go to AFC.
I got all of us got the Bills in the East. The North, I got Ravens. Nick got Steelers. John, you got the Browns. In the South, I got the Colts. Y'all got the Titans. In the West, we all picked the Chiefs. Wild card team, I got the Pats, Browns, Titans. Nick got Raiders, Browns, Chargers, and John, you got Browns, Ravens, Colts.
And in the NFC?
In the East, I got the Giants. Y'all got the Washington football team. We all got the Packers. Me and John got Tampa Bay, and Nick got the Saints. In the West, me and Nick got the Niners. John, you got the Rams. And wild card, I got Rams, Bears, and Saints. Nick, you got Seattle, Rams, and Giants. And then, John, you got Seattle, Saints, and 49ers.
All right, gentlemen.
Y'all heavy on the West Coast teams, huh?
I think it's going to be three. It's going to be.
Time out. I realized I did something extremely, extremely dumb with my picks.
What?
Which is that?
All right, who did I have for the NFC again for the wild card?
Seattle, Rams, Giants.
Get
Giants out of
Get
there?
the Giants up out of there and add the Bucks. My fault.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my fault. My fault, everybody.
Yeah,
that was my fault. That was my fault.
I'm surprised no one.
I'm surprised nobody got on my bumper about that one because I was tripping. That was disrespectful.
Okay, so now.
Yeah, I thought about it when you said. I'm like, wait, I didn't say Tampa Bay. I'm tripping.
All right, let's go ahead and make our predictions for the big game. All right, I'll lead off. I didn't think in my life I would see a team play in the Super Bowl in their own stadium. And I know I'm going to kick myself for doing this.
Well, last year you did.
Well, yeah. But I think we're going to see it again.
Who you got, Rams versus who?
I got the rematch of, to me, the greatest Monday Night Football game I've ever seen. I got Rams versus Chiefs.
Nick, who you got?
And I got the Rams winning it.
You got the Rams winning the Super Bowl this year?
I'm not picking an AFC West team to win the Super Bowl that ain't the Broncos.
Wow, okay.
Man,
who you got, Nick?
Out of the AFC, I have the Bills.
Fast says Brady Mahomes too. Rematch.
For the NFC, that's where it gets kind of tricky for me.
Yep.
I'm not even about to lie to you. That's where it gets kind of tricky because, if San Francisco ends up playing like San Francisco from a couple of years ago, they're going to the Super Bowl. But the Rams end up giving them one heck of a threat. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, obviously there's the Bucks. Man, I do not know, man. The NFC is always difficult for me. The AFC be easy for me to pick, but it'd be the NFC be kind of difficult because the NFC is they always have some team that get hot towards the end of the year and it continues through the playoffs.
Right.
Who did the Bucks play?
In the wild card?
In the
NFC Championship?
In the NFC Championship.
They played the Packers.
Packers.
I got the Packers.
Who you got to win?
I have Aaron Rodgers winning a Super Bowl for Green Bay and giving them the ultimate middle finger and leaving.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Fat said Brady said the NFC is easy work.
I got Bills in Tampa Bay.
And we all know who you're picking. Mm-hmm. He's picking. So there are our picks. I have the Rams over the Chiefs. That's stupid, man.
Hey, Fat. Look, I'm doing all this to say that Aaron Rodgers is going to leave. Once he leaves, the division is pretty much open.
Well, y'all got to have this conversation after the show.
The division is open.
Nick has,
and I'm not even a Green Bay fan.
I told you, Fat.
That's funny.
Fat hates the Packers, man.
That's hilarious. I understand.
And then Mark has the Bills over Tampa Bay, so we have no repeat.
Yeah, if I was a Bears fan, I most definitely would not. I would hate the Green Bay Packers. I understand his hate 100%.
Wow, Fat man, come on, be peaceful, man. Come on, no violence. All right, so
shout out to Fat.
Shout out to Fat, man. That's my guy, Fat. So let's make our, as we usually do every year, and obviously we all make these predictions. We always have to make a bold prediction. Mm-hmm. Something that just seems like it's going to be off the wall, out of the box.
I know mine already.
So, Mark, what's your bold prediction for 2021 NFL season?
Devontae Adams getting 2,000.
Wow. Devontae Adams.
Hey, that
EA 2K, huh?
Hey, that ain't too far fetched.
Devontae Adams catches for 100.
Man, he don't want to hear nothing to do with Green Bay right now. I know he's sick of us. So he about to report us.
Okay, my bold prediction is now. I think this year the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have 3,000-yard receivers. So that's Mark too. I think, and it will be Mike Evans.
He getting 1,000 on the Bears.
Well,
you say you're gonna get 500 in both games, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
So that'd be Mike, and I'm going specific. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown will all have 1,000-yard receipt.
I don't know about Antonio Brown.
What about another one?
And 1,000-yard, all
I think
catch for 1,000 yards this year.
Scooter may get it before Antonio.
We'll see. We'll definitely see how the depth chart looks Thursday.
I don't see. I'll be honest with you. I don't see them passing the ball that much to get to that point because I think they really invested in Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette.
So when Nick Foster Economy said Stafford winning MVP. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
Y'all don't worry.
Nick, you heard my reaction. I was like, man, what the heck was that?
So y'all see trust me, this is all subject to change.
Y'all see what?
This will all be subject to change come week 6, guaranteed. When we're pretty much halfway through the season.
Yeah.
What's next? What's your bold prediction?
My bold prediction.
Remember, I predicted last year that whatchamacallit will have 2,000.
Yeah. Derrick
Henry. And I have another one too.
Oh.
You got another one?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have 2 2,000-yard rushers this year.
You want to put some names out there?
Yeah. Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb.
I knew it.
What?
So he said we're going to have 2
2,000-yard, yeah.
Two running backs.
King Henry 2K, Chubb 2K.
Yep.
My second one is Brady going to have a 2007 type year. 5,000.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to pass the ball that much. I understand, but I don't think they're going to pass the ball that much.
Okay.
40 touchdowns, somewhere around there.
Wow.
I predict 35. That's still a lot of touchdowns.
2 running backs with 2K.
That's ridiculous.
All right, so that's our bold predictions for the NFL season. Don't add us.
No, you can add us.
Well, yeah, you got us.
Jameis Winston lead the league in touchdown passes. That's not too far fetched. That could happen. He's done it already. Well, he didn't lead it. He got close.
He went 30 for 30.
We'll see. By the way, Fat reps the Saints. His pops RIP was a Saints fan.
Rest in peace, Pops.
Rest in peace, Pops. So
most definitely.
So those are our predictions for the NFL. Gentlemen, I think we finna have, although that we're gonna end the show, we're gonna go into calling out names now, and then we're gonna end the show with our final, messages to our squads before week 1. Mm-hmm. So if you got any comments for your squad, I know in fact you're gonna have some comments for the Bears.
Oh yeah.
Everybody,
I already hear it.
Get them prepared because we're gonna have our final little conversations with our teams, our coaches. But at this time, it's a segment and our boy Dolly loves. It's often imitated. It's never duplicated. When you have a good take, we give you credit. But when you have a bad take, you got to get called out. And trust me, after what we saw today, there's going to be some epic. This might as well be called the Hall of Fame edition of calling out names. Drop that beat, Nick Freeze.
And let's get it started.
And the thing was, I totally forgot we did not bring this up last week on Bears or Nothing, Bear Down, effigies. Boy, fat, man. we done a thin nerve with fat. So
you know something? I can respect that.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Chiefs. So I understand that.
Yeah, so I'm going to lead off. And we brought this up last week in our chat. We got to bring this up on the show last week, so we'll bring it up here now. I got to call out Madden 22. And there's a reason.
What's that?
We brought this up, and it was actually I want to credit Shayna for texting me this, and you brought it up in the chat as well.
Well, you saw the Broncos overall?
No, not that. But the news that Colin Kaepernick we knew was going to be a free agent on Madden 22. We just didn't know what his rating was going to be, and boy, did we find out that Colin Kaepernick, who is a free agent on Madden, has an 81 rating. An 81 rating. 81.
I'm gonna let Mark talk about this first before I say anything about it.
I don't want to say nothing about it.
Oh, you wanna say nothing about it?
We talked about this last year.
Okay.
When it was,
I'm gonna bring up that same exact fact one more time
go
for
ahead.
everybody.
So you're telling me that there were 16 quarterbacks. I need to find.
All right. Who do we consider a middle of the road quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
He is not better than Kirk Cousins. And I cannot stand Kirk Cousins.
And some people might say your boy Derek Carr.
He's definitely not better than Derek Carr. So you mean to tell me a person who last time they actually played and was on the NFL roster?
By the way, they had him ranked higher than Justin Fields.
Let me tell you something. The last time that he actually played and was on a team's roster, he wasn't even an 81. How is that even possible? You know what his ranking was? 74. How in the world do you go up 7 spots without playing a single game?
In 5 years. So I'm going to say this to Madden.
Hey, do we have Panda Bear loaded up? Because they pandering.
Wow, bars. Yeah, that's really what they're doing is pandering. Because number one, let me be clear. I had no problem with him being involved in the game. I have no problem with him being a free agent.
I do.
But you're not finna tell me at an 81 that he's on the same level. I'm trying to find the names. He's better that he's ranked higher than Justin Herbert. Okay, here we go.
Pause. Pause.
Let me say this.
Go ahead. We'll pause the beats for that.
He's ranked. You're telling me he's equivalent to Derek Carr, who was also at 81.
No.
He's ranked higher than the reigning offensive rookie of the year, Justin Herbert.
No.
He's ranked higher than Kirk Cousins.
No.
Ranked higher than the number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, at 78.
Are you kidding me?
He's ranked higher than Joe Burrow and Jared Goff at 77.
Are you kidding me?
And he hasn't played in 5 years, but he's at 81.
That makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever, Madden. Whatever Colin Kaepernick's people are paying y'all for this, it's making y'all look stupid.
Idiotic.
Because y'all, out of all the idiotic things that y'all have done with these ratings, this is most definitely the dumbest one. Especially considering having a hurt running back ranked higher than the person who ran for 2,000 yards. But that's a whole different day.
My next person I'm calling out,
Panda Bear.
Last person I'm calling out names is Clay Travis.
Again?
Well,
He should be in the him and Skip Bayless and what's his name gonna be in the Hall of Fame over here.
well, let me put this why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Why is that?
What does he criticize ESPN mostly for?
Man, I can't say on the show.
Well, but
for supporting certain matters.
right.
Yeah,
And always and trying to keep them to stick to sports, right?
that's Sherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me holler at that.
Yeah. After the show. So now he's going to be on the Fox Sports college football pregame. And he had your boy Mark, your former Bulldog Herschel Walker.
Oh my gosh.
And for those who don't know, Herschel Walker is a conservative, and he's running for Senate in Georgia. Mm-hmm. He did say that Reggie Bush deserved his Heisman back, which is we all agree.
He never should have lost it.
That's true. But they started bringing up his political aspirations. Okay, Travis, what were you criticizing ESPN for again?
That's because they support the same thing.
But I digress.
I don't care about Herschel Walker anyways. I think he's related to Sly Cooper.
So don't throw stones when you live in a grass house.
Herschel work over there shucking and jiving.
He really is.
I don't know if y'all know who Sly Cooper is. Look up after the show.
I don't think I have any but Rasheed Wallace.
Definitely.
Rashweed.
Oh, she. Fat. Now fat going to the SC slander.
The comments today was that LeBron.
Don't be mad because what's his name didn't win one. Go ahead.
LeBron and Kevin Durant wouldn't be successful in, I guess, the 90s. Go ahead, Nick.
I have a question.
I'm so sick of this crap.
So I'm gonna put this on pause. All right.
You about the same question I asked earlier?
No. This is ridiculous. All right. So I'm gonna put this in perspective for everybody, and these players who say that these dudes couldn't play in their era. What year did Rasheed Wallace get drafted?
95.
What year did LeBron James get drafted?
2003.
When did Rasheed Wallace retire?
Officially
2000, like
14.
13 or 14, yeah.
So for about most of his career, LeBron was in the league, right?
Yeah.
So that means LeBron played against a lot of this tough competition that he's talking about, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Can I
Go ahead, John.
Can I bring up something?
Go ahead, John.
What team did LeBron James play for in 2007?
I believe it was the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What team did Rasheed Wallace play for in 2007?
I believe it was the Detroit Pistons.
Who faced off against each other in the Eastern Conference Finals?
I believe it was them. And how old was LeBron during that time?
He was 22 years old.
And what? Go ahead, tell everybody what happened, John, just in case they forgot.
LeBron James scored 25 unanswered points in fourth quarter and overtime, and eliminated. And basically, well, that wasn't an elimination game, but he basically
stole a heart.
Ended the dynasty, which was the Detroit Pistons.
And what they did a couple of years before that? Didn't they just win?
They just defeated my Lakers in the NBA championship.
And then they went to another one
and lost to the Spurs in 7 in 2005.
So that means they were coming off
and then lost to the Pistons in 06. I mean, to the Heat in 06.
So they were pretty much
running the East.
They were running the East during that time, right?
They were in the Eastern Conference Finals every year from 2002 to 2008.
So, if you want to go by some of these other player standards, like guys, let's say by the name of Kevin Garnett, when they bring up players breaking other players' spirits, it looks like LeBron James pretty much broke the spirits of the Detroit Pistons.
And the Boston Celtics.
He broke the spirits of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. Now, Sheed, I love you. You a Tar Heel for life, but you're wrong. Sorry.
How in the world is a 6'9", 260-pound player and a 6'10", 7-foot, 240-pound player who are pretty much the same size as my boy from the Spurs, David Robinson?
Kevin Durant says he's 6'12". He's not 7 foot.
He really does. He hates
being called a 7-footer.
But he does. It's like Anthony Davis hates being called a center. I don't understand it, but I digress.
I hate being called an offensive guard. Who cares? Get over it.
My question before you go to yours, Nick, is why is it when we talk to some of these people, why does it seem like it's okay? Some of these players are translate to today's times, but today's players couldn't translate to
because they don't want to admit that somebody could have dominated them that's younger than them.
Got it. Okay.
And I'll press play.
Go ahead, Nick. It's on you.
All right. I am calling out Stephen A. Smith.
Oh boy. Wow.
Stephen A. Smith this morning said that the Patriots have a chance to take back over the AFC East because of one man, basically, by the name of Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones.
And
I'm looking at Mark because I'm just looking
I'm gonna let Mark talk after I finish. I call that to be absolute BS.
I'm looking at you because I'm just want to steal.
Absolute.
I'm not gonna say nothing about Stephen A. Smith.
I cannot agree with that at all, Stephen A. Smith. There is nothing that you can tell me. Unless this dude, Mac Jones, plays like the guy in Buffalo this year, I see no reason in the world for you even to say that statement.
The only reason why Michael say nothing bad about Stephen A. Smith has nothing to do with Mac Jones. This is the most money that New England has spent ever in the offseason. They have a lot of good pieces around. So I think they're going to have a good year. I just don't think they win the AFC East.
He's not saying they're going to win it. He said they're going to take it back. Like, it's going to be back to how it was before.
Like when Tom Brady was there?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying. No. You saying that they're going to win, that's different. Because like you just said, they did add a lot. And they got a lot of players coming back. But for you to say that they're going to retake the AFC East, that's ridiculous.
How about no?
Thank you.
You got any more? Before we get to our,
I'm trying to think. I know I had somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
Well, I'll say it.
Go ahead.
Paul Pierce, and then we're gonna get into the confessionals. Paul Pierce, you are really tone deaf. Number one, you worked for ESPN. You worked for Disney. Meaning you worked for Mickey Mouse. You can't be upset why they fired you. You can't use your lifestyle as an excuse. And you can't be mad because you're on the NBA Countdown show and LeBron James is the best player in the league and he's the number one topic. And I'm done.
All right. So, let me break this down for everybody. Paul Pierce is upset because he is on a sports network covering basketball. And he's upset that, in his opinion, all they talk about is LeBron James, and he's tired of talking about LeBron James. Let me tell you something, Paul Pierce. Until there's somebody else that's better than LeBron James in the league, they're going to talk about LeBron James. He is one of, if you don't consider him the best player, he's one of the best players in the league. He is the face of the NBA, even still to this day. The NBA revolves around what LeBron James does.
And that's that.
That's just that simple.
He said, F that, Paul from Inglewood, I ride with him. Come on, Fat.
You ride with stupid. Okay, cool.
All right.
Fact. You can't agree with a dude who is upset because they're talking about one of the best players in the sport that he covers. That'll be like somebody getting mad at ESPN because they cover golf and all they talk about is Tiger Woods. What else you gonna talk about? He's one of the best. He is blockbuster. You're talking about one of the blockbuster people, and it's not just ESPN talking about LeBron. They talk about a lot more others. They talk about the Nets a whole lot more than LeBron this year. I saw some of the Nets coverage; it was ridiculous. They talk about Zion a lot. They talk about Kevin Durant, of course. They talk about who else? They talk about. They finished talking about. They talk about the Knicks for some apparent reason a lot. Well, because they're in New York. They talk about a lot of teams. They talk when Golden State was the team. All they talked about was Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson. That's all they talk about. When teams are good and you're the man, that's what they're gonna talk about. Same thing with Giannis.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. As we head on out, we're gonna have our final words to our messages to our squads. I'll open this up since my team was the worst out of Paul's but chill.
Yeah, that was a crazy statement to walk into.
He ain't going, so I ride with him, so don't agree with everything he says, but it's okay, fat. So, Denver Broncos, you open up Sunday in New Jersey against the New York Football Giants. Teddy Bridgewater, you voted a captain, you're a starting quarterback. Just win the games. Our defense, let's start with offense. Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, run, don't fumble.
That's what
Receivers, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, KJ Hamler, Tim Patrick. No drops. Noah Fant, no drops. You're on my fantasy team also.
Yeah,
O-line.
I had seen that. That was pretty funny.
O-line, block. But I want to see Von Miller and Bradley Chubb both go double digits in QB sacks this year. Secondary, do your thing. Justin Simmons, Kareem Jackson, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Pat Surtain, Kyle Fuller, Bryce Canahan. Get the job done. And let's see if we can make a run to the playoffs. All right, Nick, you're next with your Las Vegas Raiders. Since Mr. Bills Mafia was the last team, was one of the last teams standing.
Raiders. Just improve defensively. That's all I request. Offense is fine. Could it be better? Of course. You know, our receivers can start catching instead of dropping footballs, like how you just said earlier. I expect a little bit better production from Henry Ruggs and Edwards this year. I expect Waller to still be the same player he is. He may end up falling to the fourth best player in his position this year. I hope he doesn't. But even then, he's still very good. Offensive line, you know, we don't have the same polarizing names as we did last year, but I trust our offensive line coach. Shout out to the cable guy. He's shown that last year he could, if you pretty much give him any player, he's going to figure out a way for him to block for your quarterback. And he, you know, I like the additions we did on defense this year. I like the fact that we added a pretty good pass rusher who's unfamiliar with the system. I like the players we drafted, even though I wish we would have drafted Morik first. We still ended up drafting them, but that's cool with me. I expect us to make the playoffs this year. Not winning the division, of course. We win the division. Oh my God, y'all gonna hate me on this show. But I just want us to be better defensively, more consistent on offense, and let's get to the playoffs. Just that simple.
All right, Mark. Bills Mafia. Talk to him.
We just need a better pass rush. Hopefully, Tremaine Edwards can develop like he's supposed to this year, right. And hopefully find a cornerback out on the other side of Trey White. Other than that, I'm good.
That says Matt Nagy starts Fields week 1. That's it. And NFL, put some respect on Roquan Smith, on my linebacker Roquan Smith.
Hey, Roquan Smith is real.
You ain't got to tell him twice.
I agree with that 100%. He is nice, and he does not get the recognition he deserves. I agree with that 100%.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we going to head on out of here. Enjoy week 1 of the NFL season. We're going to recap our picks. We're going to recap the college. And we're going to recap all the NFL talk. We'll look at the week 2 in NFL, look at the week 3 in college and all that. So we will see y'all next week. Enjoy it. Be safe. Rep your squad. This has been Sports For You. I'm John. That's Mark.
What up with it?
That's Nick Freeze.
What it do?
Shout out to everybody in the comments. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.